Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So another red bar yesterday, basically back below the 1400, so we haven't quite defended the 1400, and I'm still not entirely convinced either way at the moment. If I do look at my oscillators, we are starting to get a crossover. That's a third red day in a row, but the trend is fairly strong to the upside. So I think we're probably going to come back onto structure somewhere along the line and probably move back to the upside. So you can see I've got the levels drawn in, but we'll get to that lower down. So the upper end of the levels are obviously 14,147, and we come all the way down here to 13,800. Now we did close around 13,923, almost 100 points off 1400. Now, it's kind of a difficult one to ascertain. You're looking for the pullback onto structure, but if you look to the left, what structure are we going to pick? There's just so much here. You can see we are sort of hovering here on an area where there does look to be structure. You can see been rejected, found support there, used as resistance for quite some time, massive rejection below and then close on it. We then have each one of these tails is going to be some form of structure, or which may or may not assist you. Now there are gaps, as I said yesterday, so this gap is closed on the lower time frame, not so much closed on the higher time frames, but that one's closed. This one is open, and this big one here is open. And this is a massive 3-hour bar that's also on the hour. So if you look at that in context, that was a 200-point move, almost 1.4% move in the DAX. Now, that's a big move down. You can see that gap definitely still open with the tail. I want to see a body down there, and we're sort of hovering on the 155 EMA at the moment. So just look at the futures market. Futures market is flat. There's nothing really happening there. I'm not convinced we have a level or a floor yet. So I don't think we're at the bottom of this quite just yet. I think there's probably still another squirt coming, and the only thing I can suggest right now is pay attention to what's on the left. And it's kind of difficult to pick up levels when we're like this. The one that I definitely would be looking for would be a deeper pullback, which is 13,800. But at the same time, maybe what you want to do is get a Fibonacci level in and see. So that was pullback on the 38.2, and the next level would be the 50% Fibonacci, and just put that level in. Don't think it's going to line up with much. It does kind of line up with some things. There's a swing high, another swing high, another swing high, swing low, swing low, swing low. So it does make sense at 13,765. So this is kind of the area that I would be looking at, 13,800 to 13,765. That's kind of the structure that I'd be looking for, and it's probably worthwhile just leaving your Fibonacci's in. You'll see how they're going to line up at the moment. So you can see there's our top, here's our 23.6. You can see how we bounced around it, and then we came down to 38.2, bounced off that, and we're forming what does look like a little bit of a wedge or a flag here, and I'm on the 15 minutes. Okay, so that's kind of what we can see there. So that will give me a second leg down, and no, it's messy, but just bear with me for a sec. Second leg down comes straight onto the 50% Fibonacci. Okay, so that's kind of what my view at the moment. I don't think the downside move here is finished. I think you've probably got some more coming. If this flag breaks, so in other words, this level that we're on now, which is 13,920 breaks, you're looking for a retest of that. You're looking for a short, and you're looking for a tight stop above that flag. and your target is going to be 13,765. One thing about the shorts is keep those stops really tight, because the probability of you getting taken out and losing money is far greater than the probability of buying off the 50% Fibonacci and making money. So just keep that in mind. You are going against trend with a short, so the bigger trend is still to the upside. So for me, I wait down here for the buy. I'm not even interested in chasing that short. And if I do chase that short, I'm doing it with a very small position, and I'm assuming that I'm going to lose it because I'm going against trend. So if it does work out, it works out perfectly, but stops must be kept tight, and then just move your stop to entry as quick as possible to capitalize on your profits. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me on the DAX. A little bit of a confusing morning, I think, at the moment, but looking at the hour, there should at least be another move down. So these fib levels are going to be critical, and you can see how everything lines up on them. So maybe just draw your Fibonacci in and buy off the 50, and you'll notice that the 61.8 also lines up with the next gap. So that's kind of my take on this at the moment. And of course it may be completely wrong, and we may just buy from exactly where we are now and move to the upside, but that's also possible. But again, for the upside move, I don't see structure to buy off at the moment. So I'll buy off of Fibonacci, or I'll buy off 13,800 or 13,765. Those are the areas that I'm willing to buy off. I don't see anything higher up. Probably a breakthrough to the 23 points to come back and test it. That would give me an opportunity to buy. Okay, so anyway, that's it for me today. Not really much that we can see, and we'll have to wait and see. There is data, so we'll wait and see what transpires later through the day. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.